Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Check.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Saints take over. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 27-yard line. You ain't going nowhere.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Squish, double. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Check.
Cousins on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
The screen from King.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Akeem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Get ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Kill. Solid, 5 down. Deuce. Watch twist. Hey, alert 3. Double bump. Back. Alert. King. Flare. Check 99.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3.
Henry running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad.
When I seen this nigga team rated in the 86, I already knew it.
The guys who just gave up that play.
Wow. I already know.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Hines. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 24.
Jack 16.
Hey, watch it.
Easy.
Check your hot read.
Black.
Here's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Little spacing. Eat these two.
Bang, bang.
Eat these two.
Bang, bang. Check.
Slack and turn.
They run with Hines.
Go, go,
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
This is Hines, and this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
check. Check 50, check 50. Switch.
Middle.
Go. You go tight.
Focus.
You got tight right there. Check 52.
On second down, it's Hines. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
No. Off. Switch.
Double.
Slam. Check safety.
Slack and turn.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And it's a short kick taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll try the right side with Henry. Wiggles free. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Garbage, man.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry.
Check 26, check 26.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And
Every fucking time. Quick. I do not like playing this. That's why I fucking go to
Derrick
MLB.
Henry.
They just run the ball 100% of the time.
First half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 53 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Push him back. Push him back. Spine.
Snickers.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you. 48, 10, under 10, 10. Gun. Check. Motion out of backfield.
Go ahead.
On second down, here's Henry. And
Look at
it's
this.
going to be
Yeah,
brought
let
down
this
by
guy.
the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Oh, God.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry.
Man.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack.
Run.
And guess what he's
Run,
doing?
run,
Forcing the
run.
secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped.
At Amazon, the safety of our team is everything. And we're doing everything we can to keep our team safe. We're fast, cheap, and reliable. That's why we're doing points. Make sure you go check out my sponsor, Ink4 GM Points. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Hey, what's good, guys? Venom Fire back with another video. Today we'll be showing you guys how to beat every single run defense in Madden 20 with this one run. Now, the run that we're going to be going over today is going to be halfback stretch out of the icon close slot heel with the Raiders playbook. Raiders playbook, we all know, is the best running playbook in the game. Tons of great formation. What's going on, everybody? It's Eric Ray with the back here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best defense in Madden 20 as of right now, especially for those of you that are still, for whatever reason, having trouble stopping the run. Now, the run is definitely overpowered this year, but there have been some between defenses over the past month that have come out and they do a really good job against the run. Now, if you're new to the channel, you want to always be up to date on the best Madden tips, especially the Madden news like Madden 21 and the one to be coming out soon. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of the more uploads. Now, in my recent update video, I talked about the 2-4-5 run defense that was patched, but in that video, I also mentioned a 3-3-5 wide run defense, and a lot of people were asking me what was that defense. They don't know about it. Now, this has been out for about a month, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know exactly who came up with it. A few people claim they came up with it. A few YouTubers have posted it. I'm going to try to, as much as I can, stay away from the most popular things lately. Just because if I bring you something, I want to bring you something different. But a lot of you have asked about it and you know how to run it. So I'm going to show you how to run the 3-3-5 wide run defense. It is what I have been using, and I have really not had trouble stopping the run since I started using this defense. Again, not really sure exactly quote unquote, who came up or discovered it, but this is what a lot of people are running now. So what a lot of people do is come out in the cover 2 man. Now I'm going to show you different aspects about the defense. I'm going to also show you something with cover 4 and just certain adjustments you want to be mindful of, because it is a very all-out run defense if you run it a specific way. So the way that, at least in my knowledge, I used to know the run defense is you first spread the D line, left on the D-pad, up on the D-pad, then you want to crash the D-line down, left on the D-pad, down on the right stick. So it looks like that. A lot of people, I think, like to press the defense. It's up to you if you want to do that. Press.
Yard or two shy of the 30.
We go work.
First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a give, right side. Henry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Akeem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Don't know how to play the game.
Is up and good.
Just go to the best fucking runs and just run every play.
Successful.
Lame ass niggas play football.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
It's terrible even if I do.
And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Ready? Black 20.
51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check, check. Lucky.
Hey.
Shit.
Cross.
Check the backer.
Black is 3.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Ross on the return. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
This is Henry. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Right there in the middle, 55. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
A give right side now to Hunt. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
2 o'clock, nigga.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because
like
sometimes
this.
you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hunt, where are you?
51's the mic.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
First down, New Orleans.
The Hunt, what are you?
To run.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. They set up the screen for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Saints first down.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the...
I'm about to get something to eat. Smoke me a cigarette.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Terrible.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
The Hunt, what are you?
Check 55, Mike. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Wide. Get wide. Safe. All right, switch.
Hey, 382, Liz 50.
Mike 55. Hey, they're scared.
What's that?
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Begin. Check. Hey, kid.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Got his target, Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On first down, it's Hines. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hines on the toss play. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, Orbit.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
180. Hey, alert.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Hunt. He'll get 15 and a Saints first. Down.
A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hunt. Oh, spinning away. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run with Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again with Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go. White 80.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
77.
Now Roethlisberger. Gets it to Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Take both of them.
He's coming, double up.
Take 2 of them.
The twins.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things?